timing. He said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, he said there is time for everything and season for everything. You have to know God's time. It's another thing for God to show you, and it's another thing to work towards it. Okay, now let me tell you a story about Joseph in the Bible. Joseph, when he had a dream, he saw himself he saw the stars, the moon bowing down to him. But God never showed him what he needs to pass through. God never told him the time that all those things will manifest. Now imagine what happened. He was sold. That is the process. And God wanted him to pass through all those because now Jacob saw him as he was like a daddy's boy. Yeah. And that
Favorite child.
Thank you. Jacob loved Joseph. Why? Because he saw him as the child of his old age.
Yeah.
But Benjamin was a child of his old age.
Yeah, Benjamin was his last.
Yes, that's his last born. But he loved Joseph more. But God doesn't want it to be that way. That is why he had to pass through process. Because if God just bring him at showing him those stuff, then making the son to bow down, and he don't have the experience to manage all those things.
Yeah.
That was God's timing.
God was helping him to build capacity. Yeah. Because if he had had that blessing before the appointed time, you might have misused it. Guys, you might have seen it like, oh, I didn't stress to get this thing, I'm just going to use it anyhow. But God had to make him pass through those training time to build capacity, to make him gain more knowledge. For him to get to that position, he had to wait, he had to build capacity, he had to build himself too. Because when God has a plan for you and you are like, okay, this is a vision God has for me, this is the plan God has for me, I'm going to sit down and wait for it to manifest. You will sit and sit and sit. Time is going to go by. You won't manifest anything because you need to build capacity in your time of waiting. There are some people that God blesses them now, God knows them a day.
That's just it.
But by the time you've been able to build capacity, you've been able to gain knowledge, understanding, you build yourself in God. When that blessing comes, you will be able to manage it and God will have the best from you. Someone said, the person God wants to bless more, he blesses last. Because if he bless you now, hey, you turn big boy and big girl and you jackpot. See yourself like, I don't